Hey friends, welcome to Bench Life Besties. I'm Jody. I'm here with my bestie ride or die, Sarai Blueberry. Today we're going to be talking about Wabi Sabi, when it's good enough, and how that plays out in our art, our work, in ourselves as women, in ourselves as mothers, partners, friends, all of it, right? Because
Ooh,
all of us, we are good enough, especially you, Sarai.
yeah,
You're awesome. All right,
yeah.
so we're going to go, come, pull up a seat on our bestie bench with us, and we will see you in there. Bye.
Bye.
I'm Jody,
I'm Sari.
and welcome to today's show. We are going to be diving into the Japanese art of Wabi Sabi. Now, I first learned about this from Sari. So, Sari, can you share with us a little bit of what that means and how you maybe practice it?
Yes, actually, the first time that I heard about it was from my sister. She had a painting on her wall and it was crooked. We were all having dinner together. And I said, Shelly, can I fix that? And she said, no, actually, I leave it there on purpose because I'm practicing the art of wabi sabi, which is basically the art of imperfection and impermanence. And so, yeah, so I got so excited when that happened and just wanted to celebrate her and that painting, that very crooked painting. I was like, yes, it's still beautiful. It doesn't need to be all straight and perfect. It's beautiful. So that's when I first learned about it. Did I share that with you, Jody? That
Mm.
story? So it must have happened around that.
When you were telling me about Shelley, you shared that.
Yeah.
I love it. And from there, of course, I had to dive down the rabbit hole into Wabi Sabi. If anyone is more familiar with it, please share your knowledge of it. You know, we are taking from the Japanese culture with this out of respect, and it has done so much for my peace of mind, both as an artist and as a woman, as a creative. There, you know me. We were just discussing a while ago. I have this obsessive quality to the work I do. I have been creating one way or the other since I was a little kid. And I'm sure many of you, anyone who has produced art knows it can be almost painful to release something. And you think there's always one more edit and one more edit. I owned Sassafras, a vintage shop forever. And I've done jewelry and floral work, all kinds of stuff. That need for perfection has prevented me from releasing so much to the world. So I really focus on now it's good enough. And even saying that feels a little painful, like it's unnatural. There's another saying, perfection is the enemy of profit. Well, perfection is bullshit anyway, right? But even as a woman, applying wabi sabi to myself, looking at myself with that lens of imperfection is beautiful. Perfection is boring as shit. We don't love things because they're perfect. We love them because they speak to us and they stir something in our souls. And you're a writer, Sari. Our own Sari Blueberry is a published writer. Yes, she receives. It's an amazing book. I've given it to so many females. And Sari, in your work, have you experienced that playing out, that urge to have it perfect and
Yeah.
also the urge to need to, birth it?
Yes. Yeah. As I'm hearing you talk about this, I'm remembering all the times where I have to let go in my own self just to release what is already here inside of me. And what's become so major for me is a process of trusting myself,
Mm.
or that I trust my own expression, the timing of it, what it looks like, what it doesn't look like, the flow of it, like the rhythm of it, the actual things that are expressed, or my discoveries along the way. The thing is that if you're in the spaciousness inside yourself, and you're allowing all of that to carry you, it becomes deeper, it feels like, than my mind. It goes into a deeper quality inside, deep inside of me, so that what I create, it becomes more about the process and the experience of it than what it looks like in the end,
Hmm.
like what the outcome is.
Has it been that way for you, or did it kind of evolve into that experience?
Definitely evolved because at the beginning, all I wanted to do was edit and edit and edit, and my mind always in the mode of in something or polishing it, which is good too, but it has its time and its place. And when you just let yourself know your intention, like my intention right now, it isn't to polish, it isn't to make it finalize it into its final form. But right now, it's more about like letting myself be messy, letting myself be imperfect, letting all the parts that want to come through with no judgment, no shame. It involves a lot of self love and self care and nourishing my
Mhm,
own self in the process of it all. And then something more true, I believe, comes through in that process than, say, something that I might create in the past a long time ago that is more from my conditioned mind, that
mhm,
is like what I think society or people would like or
mhm.
enjoy. And it's not about that. It's comes from a different space.
Yes, I've always struggled with creating tangible art, physical art for like, how can I profit? How can I make this profitable? And it's actually such a joy to just um, forget about that and just focus on I'm creating this for the love of it. So it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be shaved down to the nearest cent for a profit margin or whatever it is. It's just, it's beautiful in its messiness. And what you just said about this, about taking that inward, and it's almost this nurturing sort of self acceptance and this honesty with yourself, loving the messy parts. I think that's so critical now that the world is on fire, that we allow ourselves to be messy. We allow ourselves to be imperfect.
Yes.
I know personally, I feel like I need to save the world right fucking now. Like, I need to take up arms. I need to nurse people. I need to protest. I need to boycott. And it feels like, oh my God, it's so much. It's just too much. So I'm doing these small steps. And this podcast, it's not a small step. It's my way of contributing is to speak to women. You know, I'm really fucking fired up about empowering women and helping us, myself included, find our voice, find our strength, love our messiness.
Mm.
Love our wabi sabi. All women are messy. Emotions are messy. Rage is fucking messy. I'm so sick of being tidy. We don't have to be tidy to be amazing, right? We are just, especially women. Boys can go do their boy thing.
I just had to do that. I love everything you're saying.
I get on my horse and I just get going. But it's so important to love our mess, to love our scars. Sarah, we were just talking about this before we started recording. I recently had to get stitches, and the doctor was so concerned about the scar on my elbow. And I'm like, I don't really care. I've had so many. I have this wild health history. We'll dive into that some other time. But I mean, I've had a ton of stitches in my life and scars all over. But, you know, this one surviving thyroid cancer, this one surviving skin cancer. I don't need to be scarless and smooth and fucking perfect to be sexy and fuckable and lovable and hot. To be confident. This is interesting. This
Oh, yes.
is wabi sabi. I am wabi sabi as shit.
Signature. Wabi Sabi feels very like a unique signature. Like it makes you become more of who you are,
Mhm.
not less than who you are, more.
Yes, I think I see that. We're shining a light on those messy places that we're supposed to sweep under the rug,
Yeah.
but we don't have to. What if we celebrate them? It's all perception, right?
Yeah.
This was the first book I bought after
Yeah.
you introduced me to the subject.
That book is so good.
I know.
And I love how in that book she talks about the impermanence part of Wabi Sabi and how being really aware of how everything does have stages of life. Say a flower goes from one stage to another stage to another stage to another stage, all the
Mm.
way through until that flower dies. And it's the impermanence that brings a sense of appreciation to our minds and our hearts. A deeper something transforms in us when we really know that. Maybe it's the first time that you have lost someone you start to even appreciate the people in your life more or
Mhm,
see them differently, witness them differently because you know of the impermanence of them.
mhm, mhm.
And at each stage, I think that culture starts to look at the stages and compare the stages, but it's not about comparing. It's about honoring each stage for what it shares, what it gives, what you receive, what you create from those each stage. And there's something different in each stage, and it's all beautiful. It's all valuable.
And everything you just said can apply to us as women and
Mm,
aging, right? I think the beauty norms and the standards, the classical traditional standards, were finally like, it's enough. Like enough. Like what is this anti-aging bullshit, right? You know how I feel about that. It's just
yeah.
nonsense.
Yeah.
Anti-aging cream, anti-aging, well, bitch, what do you want? If I'm not aging, I'm dead. Like I love aging. And
Yeah.
it's been a hard thing for me because my mom died of breast cancer at 42, my grandmother died at 62, and, my sister had breast cancer at 45, and I've had cancer, and so aging has always been a terrifying prospect. But I turned 50 in July. Once I passed 42, it felt like I am on stolen time. Like every day is like, wow, this is bonus. This is bonus because I spent my whole life thinking I'd be dead by 42, just like my mom. And there is this beauty, this impermanence, and beauty in the stages, just like the flower you were talking about. There's beauty when they're straight up and down, and there's beauty once the tulips have their beautiful droop hanging over the vase and our goals. And that's heartbreak, that's losing my mom, my dad, miscarriages, it's laughing, it's crying, it's all of these things that make me who I am.
I want to
So
hug that part of you right now.
and
They're
yeah,
so beautiful, every single one of those.
it's hard. I am not a person though who's like, "Oh, I always think I'm great," because there's so many times I'm afraid to look in the mirror, or I don't even want to see a mirror because I don't recognize the reflection looking back at me. The closer I get to 50, the more that is settling. But there was a point in my mid 40s where suddenly I went from being this hot piece of ass to who is this old woman looking back at me? And I couldn't recognize myself. Like I hadn't grown into that age yet. And now that I'm starting to, it's hot. It's hot. Everything is hotter.
Chills, Jody. You get chills when you say that. Like, yes.
Yeah. Feral 50s. I am not fucking around. It is on. And, it's not just ourselves that we don't know how much time we have. It's the universe. Everything is in such chaos right now. So we're doing the best we can. Right.
Yeah,
And loving our stages. And I know I've, of course, veered off of Wabi Sabi, but it kind of all ties together. I have a
it goes
little
together, yeah.
one little thing in this book. I just says Wabi Sabi is an intuitive response to beauty that reflects the true nature of life. Wabi Sabi is an acceptance and appreciation of the impermanent, imperfect, and incomplete nature of everything.
Ooh,
Wabi Sabi is a recognition of the gifts of simple, slow, and natural living.
yes, yes. That I love what
Eh,
she adds in there, the incompleteness,
Yes.
which something the value of something or someone doesn't just happen at the end of what, say, that person is striving for. The value is there all along. And I think it's kind of been ingrained in me personally in life. You're only worth something or enough or have value when you've completed these things.
Mhm.
Says, no, is it about the process of it all?
The journey,
The
not
journey,
just
the
the
process?
destination,
Yeah,
right?
all the things, 'cause you find all the discoveries, all the transformations, they happen in the process. They don't happen when it's complete. So I get a little, like I get a sense of a roar in me
Yeah, girl, I love it when you get rah-rah.
because, yeah, fuck that. The value is right fucking now. It's now, too.
Yes, it's never been more apparent on a worldwide level that now is the only shit that's certain. That's it,
Yeah.
right? You're right. Now is so valuable. It's not the completion. It's not it's not this destination. It's this journey.
Yeah. And it's all of that, the part that is the incomplete nature of Wabi Sabi, it just, excuse me while I gather my thoughts, it highlights the fact that we create within that same space of an incomplete nature is so much space to create what we want or what we choose and what is driving us forward.
Mm-hmm.
And so that incomplete nature is actually a gift to us. It's an opportunity full of possibility, full of presence. When we tap into it, there's power.
Yeah. It can literally become anything, right? It's that infinity. And, I know for you as well, this podcast is a huge learning journey and a huge learning curve, right? Just the production, the tech stuff, like I just learned today that I can access something like a website for iCloud photos. I've had it for like 10 years and I had no idea what this iCloud was. So when I say learning the tech of this stuff, it was a learning, big learning curve. But we put out our first show and our first show is very Wabi Sabi. We'll say I could go through it and I could nitpick 10 million things, or I could release it, or we could release it, right? And say it's good enough. And
Yeah.
if the message needs to find you or you need to find us, let us find each other. Let us be found. For me, I think a lot of times, honestly, seeking that perfection, that end product, is a great way of enabling my insecurity of not putting the thing out there.
Yes. Yeah.
Hey, it's not good enough. I got to redo these labels for the 100th time on a product I've made instead of here's the product. This is me in this thing, or this is me in this work. And now I'm laid bare.
And totally imperfect and celebrate it. And I'm celebrating it with you because we're doing this podcast together. And anyone who is listening, please share where you have imperfect qualities happening that you are celebrating right now and not looking down on, but actually owning it,
Mhm.
being empowered by it and saying,
Mhm.
yes, this is me right now. What's up?
Yes, please share that. Please share those beautiful imperfections. Share those with us, whether it's on the outside, it's on the inside, it's in your work, it's in your daily practice. Share with us if you do practice Wabi Sabi in your life. How do you practice that? What has helped you to embrace that messy imperfection that is so wonderful? And if you've never heard of it, share that with us too. We are all on this learning journey together, ladies. Like we are here to fuck around and find out. Like that's what we're doing. Like
Let's fuck around and find out. Everyone.
absolutely this bench
Yes.
is forever. We're besties, but like, come on now. You know us well enough by now. Yeah. This is Sarai and I in our houses, the whole country apart, making this podcast because we care so much about you guys and about connecting with you guys. So when it comes out and it's messy and imperfect, either cut us some slack or don't. It doesn't matter.
We want to hear about all the things, everything, just anything that comes to your head, please let us know. Also, let us know if you want to share your story, if you want us to share it, and your name too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're going to learn as we go. Like guess what? If you're here or if you're ever here, you're on this learning journey with us. We are on this together. As we approach our fees, as we move through perimenopause into this whole other stage of our lives, I really feel this is when we come into our power. And it reminds me of being a young girl and suddenly one summer growing boobs. And I grew boobs and got my braces off and I had all this power and was like, what do I do with this? But instead of moving into my physical body, I am learning my new physical body, but how do we harness this? What are we doing, ladies, together? It is time for this matriarchy. Let's do this. Let's empower each other and be friends and connect. And anything you want to share with us, we honor it.
Hey, Jody, I have a question for you. Let's get vulnerable here.
Okay, all right.
Jody, buddy. So, do you want to share the Wabi Sabi that you want to celebrate right now that say you sometimes struggle to celebrate in yourself throughout your day-to-day life, but today you wanna say, look at it in a new light and celebrate that part of yourself?
Think today, and I love that question. Today, it really is about my scars. It's about celebrating anyone who's had a lot of health stuff or has a chronic health condition, your identity and your emotions and your everything is so tied to your health. So every scar is not just a wound. It is, here's another milestone. I had two doctors recently because I had to get skin cancer off here. And then this is to get stitches here because I broke through a window. Um, that's another story. But both male doctors were very concerned with my scars. And I wasn't. It's just more scars. It's okay. Whereas scars used to mortify me. I did everything night and day. And if it feels good to you to do that, please do. I am not shaming anyone for wanting to apply creams or anti scars or hating their scars or what anything. It's okay. Like surgery, Botox, if that's your thing and it feels good, for me, just scars have always been a big thing. And so to truly not even bat an eye and say, I'm good, like, you know what? It's a scar because I found cancer on myself and I had it removed. And that's self love. You are the one who told me every time I do one of these scary medical things, it's such an act of self love.
Yes, girl, yes, it is.
And because it sucks, most of the time it sucks. And you're like, fuck,
You're
it should
loving
go
yourself. Every
right.
time you are loving yourself.
And it is. It's all those times when you're like, I just want to ignore it and go like YOLO my ass off and not think about anything. But no, I love myself. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to put myself through the pain and the expense and the time and the fear and the discomfort because I love myself and I'm going to take care of myself. And if that leaves scars, so what? It's beautiful. It's fucking beautiful.
Reminders of how much you love yourself.
My whole being
Yeah.
is Wabi Sabi. And when you
That.
shared that concept with me, it really changed my life, Sari. Like it really changed my life. My mom had severe OCD. I definitely am in that realm and it can be agonizing. Just agonizing. The most minute details where someone's like, it doesn't matter if your paper is perforated where you can tear it off or it doesn't. I will be stuck and it hurts because I can't make that choice. So when I have that freedom to go, it's okay. It doesn't matter. It's good enough. Whatever it is, it doesn't have to be perfect. And that was a gift you gave me when we first met. And if there's anyone out here that can feel a little relief or a little of acceptance, like, yeah, your turn.
Are you flipping me off?
Sorry, Blueberry. Why don't you tell me some way? Why don't you tell me a little some little wabi sabi action in your little world over there? Okay.
Okay, so wow, it's like, which thing do I talk about? Wait, which one that is so imperfect that I wanna celebrate today, right now in this moment? Oh my gosh, which one? I don't even know. I mean, the one that's coming up right now at the moment would be that a lot of times I don't know if it's because of my health or it's because of my perimenopause can sometimes make your hormones change a lot and
Mhm.
fluctuate. And I already, for a lot of years, have struggled with ADD qualities. And so I don't know if that is what it's all about or health, because I did find out recently that I'm most likely on the anemic side.
Mm,
I'm
mhm,
starting to take iron pills and feeling better now from that, but not knowing that for so long and not knowing why I was going through periods where I would be really focused in myself, but then not focused in myself. I would just feel these fluctuations of I knew my body needed something, but I didn't know what to give it. I guess that the wabi sabi part of this is just the imperfect nature of my health actually affects my mental being, and it actually feels really imperfect and wabi sabi to me because it's really difficult. It's really challenging. And it can be really embarrassing because I'm like, oh my gosh, do the people closest to me, do they see it? Or, you know what I mean? It's like, or even people that I don't know, they don't know that I'm struggling with something.
mhm.
I'm like, "Well, shit," you know? Like, I wish I could just, like, explain it all and be like, "I'm struggling right now." And I'm trying to find out even what it is, whether it's whatever health stuff it is.
Mhm.
So that's what's coming up for me today, that I need to celebrate just the fact that I'm human and
Mhm.
yeah, my health is going to be, it's not going to be perfect. And I'm going to just do everything I can with the information that I have right now, do everything I can to help myself. And yeah, it's not going to be perfect. It's going to actually be a bit of a roller coaster. But if I'm doing the best I can, then that is enough. And I'm gonna be gentle with myself.
Mhm.
I'm not my best self. If I'm not operating, working, and being my best self that I wanna be, it's okay, Sari, because I struggle like anyone else, and so it's a reminder to also be compassionate with people because I don't know what they're going through.
Okay, well, first of all, I celebrate you and your health.
I
Cheers!
celebrate you and your scars, my Jody Bodhi tree, your beautiful scars.
I had a kidney pancreas transplant 17 years ago. And I was type 1 diabetes before that, so I've lived with a chronic condition forever. Really bad fibroids, so I have a lot of pain a lot of the time. And I think basically you just sung the ballad of anyone with a chronic condition, where it's like you may function and you may look okay, but you're like, I am fucking dying on the inside. Just to stand here and to hold my head up and to wait in this line at the store is just a fucking Olympian feat. But nobody knows that. And you're right. We don't know that about each other. Jeez, just some compassion for ourselves. We don't even have to worry about compassion for other people. If we could just start trying to be a little bit more compassionate with ourselves, that's just going to naturally translate into kindness and patience for other people.
Yes.
I'm I'm glad you have your iron. I'm also always borderline anemic because of my meds and everything, and it's wild how that makes a difference for women. Pretty much every woman I know our age is dealing with anemia.
Wow, that's interesting. I didn't even know that.
Our hormones are dipping and our periods. I had my period for 3 months, like 2 months ago. It concluded a 3-month period because perimenopause and fibroids.
Right.
So, it's so common. Borderline anemia is really common. Shortness of breath, exhaustion, just standing up can be exhausting, dizziness, all of
Dizziness.
it. It's such a good point that you made with that people don't know that. And you can feel like, "Oh my god," at least for me, I'll feel like I'm such a weakling. I'm such a loser. Why can't I do more? So, your call to be more gentle, yeah, that's a challenge. That can be a challenge. And I love that. Like, I always learn from you. Today, my goal today, Sarah, my takeaway is I'm gonna be more gentle with myself today.
Let's all be more gentle, girl.
How about that's a good call to action today? Let's just all be a little bit more gentle with ourselves. Just today. We don't even have to worry about tomorrow.
Just today, all of us for the rest of the day. And then
Yeah.
Josie, later after the podcast, I'm gonna write you and I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna say, "How was your gentle day?" The rest
Okay.
of your gentle day.
I'm gonna ask you too. Let's introduce this fun new thing to our podcast. I got on this kick a while ago where you just do one good thing a day. I'm a health and wellness coach, and it's all about making changes that we can stick to. Everyone wants to be like, I quit all junk food. I drink 20 glasses of water a day. I run 10. And it's like, bro, if you just drink one glass of water a day, that's one good thing. And all those good things add up. So, our one good thing today, let's all be gentle with ourselves today. Just it.
Drink that glass of glass of gentleness.
Maybe one glass of water. Maybe be gentle. Maybe one glass of water. That's two things, but
So excited to do that. That makes me want water right now. How much water do you drink every day? Do you
just
know?
put water in my coffee or every morning I drink a big glass of warm water with lemon. I absolutely do that.
That's beautiful.
Drink it not cold, not hot, just warm with some lemon. Our body is so thirsty when we wake up that that's the first thing we flood ourselves with. And that way I know, even if I'm an asshole all day long and all I fucking drink is coffee all day long, right? That's the beauty of one good thing.
Celebrate that, Jody, and you. I just want you to know I'm celebrating that in you.
I'm gonna cheers my water consumption with my gas station cappuccino.
Cheers.
I just want to again share this book, Beth Kempton, because I did read from it and I think it's important that we support artists and other women.
So good. That
It
book,
is.
so good.
And I do think Wabi Sabi helped birth our friendship. It helped plant the seeds because you were reading a Wabi Sabi book and then The Creative Act, and I was like, "This bitch, I need to know her."
I got some good books. I'm gonna share them with all of you.
And we're gonna talk more about She Receives. Find it on Amazon. It's your book. I'm just so proud of you, and I find it so important.
You.
And I've been grieving my mom for over 30 years. She died when I was 17. I'm 49. I grieve her, and there was something in that book that just helped me heal. It helped me feel seen in a way that I have not ever been seen in my grief. That is a gift that you gave me as well, Sari, and I think anyone could benefit from that. So
Love you, bestie.
I love you too. So on that note, anything else you want to add before we sign off?
Yeah, and just thank you so much for joining us. And I look forward to every conversation that we are going to share together in the future.
Yes, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this journey. And literally, these are just conversations Sari and I have, and now you are part of it. So we will see you next week, Tuesdays. And yeah, just be good to yourselves. Be
We
gentle.
love you.
We love you. Share anything you want to share with us in the comments. Bye.